Guys, let's talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to record 2 reviews today of Real Housewives of Orange County because I actually thought that I was a little bit ahead, a little bit more ahead than I was, but I wasn't because episode 4 literally just came out. And I want to be around to catch up real time with you when episode 5 gets here. So we're going to go through episode 3. But after I finish recording this video, I'm literally going to turn it off and record my review for episode 4. So, you guys know I love Real Housewives of Orange County. Do you know what I just realized? Taylor is here as a friend on Orange County. I know you guys are like, wow, dim light bulb man. Short draw, and fair due. But no, because Taylor comes from Beverly Hills. But Taylor, which God bless her soul, all of that stuff she went through with Russell, her husband that took his life and everything. I'm so proud of her. Like this guy, before he took his own life, broke her jaw. And she had suffered through years and years of emotional and physical abuse. And she's remarried. She looks beautiful. She's blossomed. I'm so proud of her. But it only had just hit me when I watched episode 3. Like, dude, Taylor is from Beverly Hills. So I find it really interesting. And at some point, hopefully I'm not giving a spoiler because this might be in episode 4. But Heather speaks with Terry about moving back to Los Angeles. So I wonder if maybe that's going to happen. There's going to be like a little swap there. Like Taylor's going to be here in Orange County and Heather might go to Beverly Hills. I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's just go through basically what the timeline of the episode is. So Jen is sort of going in on about what Shannon did on the boat. Oh my God, she interrupted me while I was talking about my adoptive son. It's like, baby, she read the room. I think maybe she and Shannon have that in common. They don't read the room. She didn't do that on purpose, girl. It's okay. We all know you the new chick. We know that you're trying to get yourself established here. There's all this speculation about her boyfriend, which I forgot to mention that in my last review. I also think it's very interesting that Jen has this sort of progressive, I guess I'll say, relationship or dynamic. This trifecta between her ex-husband and her boyfriend and her kids. But you know what? Honestly, I don't think that it's that different. I mean, I think that Real Housewives often has these new narratives that are happening all the time. It's rare that you see a full cast of housewives who are actually still married. So it doesn't really surprise me. Tamra and Shannon are still trying to get it together. It's like 2 puzzle pieces that look like they're supposed to fit, but they don't actually fit, and they just cannot click into place, which is that's really upsetting because they used to be so close. But they're trying to talk it through, honey. They're trying to talk it through. Tamra is being, I don't know. You know what? I've talked about Shannon looking so worn out, so drained, so listless, and maybe she really needed Tamra there. Maybe Tamra is lashing out in a certain way because deep down she feels guilt. Maybe she knows that there was something up with her and John. Again, I'm still speculating. We haven't gotten to the point where we really find out what it was that drove Shannon and John apart. Tamra did throw out that thing on the boat about how they were both drunks, and they're always stumbling around town together. Which to me sounds like it makes sense because Shannon seems drained. And that's what years of alcoholism will do to you. You ain't got that much energy. Sometimes you're super high energy, but other times it's just like you ain't got that energy really to be very present in the moment. I think Tamra maybe sees that her friend is suffering in a relationship that might be fueled by some sort of addiction issues, that might be fueled by some sort of emotional abuse. I don't know yet. Again, I'm just speculating. But I think she sees, okay, maybe Shannon did need me there. And that's where Shannon's like, hey, I'm hurt. I haven't talked to her in 2 years. I'm hurt. Emily, I love Emily. I really love she seems so down to earth. I love that she is an attorney, yet she like, she she still, you can connect with her just on that basic girlfriend level. I feel like she reminds me of that energy of like an older sister mixed up with like, I don't know, like a best friend. She just has got that really, really good energy. And that just goes to show you, even after people get it, which some people are messy. People have gone in on Reddit and saying, this was some years ago, but I saw some people talking on Reddit about how, why is Gina and Emily even on there? They were like, I'm pretty sure I have more money than them and I'm not that rich, People literally say stuff like that. People are so mean and gross. But to me, in my eyes, Emily definitely, for such a young person, is doing quite well financially. She and her husband and their family. But she somehow still managed to keep her that authenticity and that warmth and that down to earthness, and I just love it. Gina and her boyfriend, I keep forgetting that he's even around, like he must be really shy or something, or like quiet. I don't know. As someone who has a husband who's quite shy to a certain extent, I guess I get it, but at the same time, when he's around friends, I mean, he usually does make a little bit of an effort. What I see from Orange County that I don't see, what I see from Beverly Hills that I don't see from Orange County is really making an effort to bring the guys in from time to time. It just seems like OC is like scared. It's like I guess ever since Brooks, everybody's like, no, don't want to chance it. But I do wish that we could see more of Gina's boo. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. So with Heather and this script reading with Taylor, I'm gonna get more into this in our next video where we review episode 4, because apparently in episode 4 we see that Taylor felt some type of way about it. But long story short, Taylor has gotten offered her first part in this movie that she's gonna be filming in Oklahoma. She asked Heather if she could read the script, and she also told Heather that she thinks that very candidly, that she thinks that she should be in the movie. And she also talked to her directors and things like that, and that she thinks she should be in the movie. In general, Heather is a professional actress. Like, even though she has really devoted most of her time to her family, she is a professional actress. And so professional actresses don't just be like, oh yeah, I'll come do this movie because just to support you and for charity work. No. Their people need to call her people. She needs to review the script. They need to do all of these formalities. They need to come up with a contract. What's the pay? And I think Taylor just thought, I love Taylor, poor baby. I don't know. It just seems like in her mind she thought that, Heather was just going to be like, oh yeah, that's great. Let's do it. And then let's go braid each other's hair. These women, I really feel like they can't read the room. Heather is not that type of person. Maybe Tamra is, but Heather is not. Okay. So, anyway, that's really for the next episode that we review together, because that's not even in this episode. They all meet together. There's hibachi. They're hanging out. It's all good. More drama with Tamra. I mean, it just follows her wherever she goes. We get a glimpse into what's going on with Tamra's son. We haven't seen him in a while. Something that I also, I think I kind of expressed the last time we talked about OC, but I feel like I need to reiterate. Something weird is happening where in the beginning of OC, in the beginning of Atlanta, in the beginning of Beverly Hills, those are my favorite franchises, and I think they're some of the top ones. The women themselves were really the guiding light. They wanted to do an event. They wanted to go shopping. They wanted to go on a boat. They wanted to have a party. And so the script, the narrative of each show, of each season kind of just followed what the women were doing. It was more organic, in other words. Now, it seems like everything is just some weird, I don't know, brainstorm from Bravo. It just doesn't, it seems like Bravo is coming up with the concepts, coming up with the dynamics, coming up with the scenarios, and just plopping the women in there. I terrible, okay, but at the same time, you're wondering why the show is failing. It's like, just let the women be the women, and then they will guide it. Maybe we just live in a day and age where people are not willing to do that as much anymore. You know, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So, and I feel like that's pretty much where the episode ends. There's a little food fight at the end, and that's pretty much it. So, conclusion. I feel like episode 4 is much more interesting. So just catch me on the wayside in the next video. But episode 3, I feel like it was a bit like episode 1. It was kind of just establishing more of where everybody's at, setting up where Jen is at with Tamra, setting up where Tamra and Shannon are at, setting up where Heather and Taylor are at, you know, setting up where Emily is at with the rest of the group, including Tamra. And Emily is also kind of the middle sister at this point. She reminds me of my middle sister. You know, I feel like that's where the dynamic is kind of placing her in. And then I just feel like Gina's an outlier. In episode 4, I see a lot more of Gina's personality shine through. You know, she's always yelling. And I do love that, like, East Coast energy that she brings. It just seems like she's always yelling, you know? As someone from the East Coast myself, sometimes I just sound like I'm always yelling. It's not. It's just like we sound like we're, well, actually, we are kind of just always yelling. But she brings some of that in episode 4, but it's integrated into the group. I think that Gina has this tendency to sometimes just adopt this loner type thing, and I'm like, girl, just come into the group, you know, be integrated into what's going on here with everybody, you know, not just like what's, yeah. So we'll be back in just a bit for episode 4, or for whenever you're watching, next day, whenever you're watching. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so you know whenever I post video, and I'll see you next time.